Well, speaking of fighting, I almost got in a bar fight, and it made me curious. I was with some associates. We're speaking about a trip we're doing over the mountains to Wenatchee, and I have this guy overheard Wenatchee, and he's like, "What do you got against Wenatchee?"
Oh, jeez.
And we're like, "Nothing, dude. I'm going there." He's like, "It's better than over here." And we're like, "No, it's not. Fuck you." And then this guy's like trying to pick a fight with us, and he finds out one of my crew members is Colombian, and he's like, "Oh, don't even talk about that. Don't say that." We're like, "What?
What? Who is this lunatic?"
So I go up to the guy. I'm like, "Hey, dude, what's your name?" He says, "James." I say, "Fuck you, James."
Oh.
And then I take off my glasses, and I'm ready to start fighting, right? I'm ready to get bareback on this bitch.
Holy shit.
And the guy, all of a sudden, becomes a little pussy. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. What's going on? Why are you mad at me?" He acts like he's blacked out, and he can't remember what he was just saying to us. But then he's like, "I just want there to be a 0.1% chance that you're going to like me by the end of the night." And I'm like, we'll see. I'm like starting to like calm down because my buddies are like, "Come on, dude, don't fight this guy." And also he's being like a pussy now, so I'm just like, whatever, dude, maybe. I don't know. I'm probably going to leave before that. And then he's like, "Look, are you gay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm no." And he's like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure." And he's like, "'Cause I'm gay." And
where was this now? Hold on.
This guy was fucking coming on to me. He was like, once I just threatened to kick his ass, he wanted to bang. And I'm like, so I was wondering if that's is that a regular part of the community burger?
No, unfortunately, it's not.
Wow.
No, it's not at all.
And this guy wasn't a little twink. Like, I don't know what he wanted, but
you know,
was he like was he handsome? Was he like a football player? Or was he just like a logger?
I want to point something out here.
Medium sized and odd.
I want to point something out here. Okay. Tim might be the most badass dude I know right now, because that shit, like going up to someone and going, "What's your name?" And then the guy going, "My name's James," and then he just goes, "Fuck you, James," is one of the funniest and most badass things I've ever heard anyone do. I can't believe that.
Dude,
that's so fucking name funny. Before you say "fuck you."
That is like the greatest line ever.
I did. I was like, the next day.
He storms up to someone and he's just, hey, what's your name, man?" "It's Dave." "Fuck you, Dave." And it's like, and then Tim's like, "I took my glasses off because I was ready to fight." And it's like, oh shit, like, oh man,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Turned him gay. Turned him gay.
Yeah,
apparently.
All of a sudden, he became a fag.
He scared him so bad, he turned him into a homo.
You scared him so bad, he's just, "I need dick."
Yeah.
Here's the best part: the guy probably isn't gay, and that was his way of trying not to get his ass kicked, because then it'd be a hate crime.
That's how terrified he is.
Yeah.
Is that
Tim
he was
scared
willing
someone so bad that a guy pretending to be gay, just so it wouldn't be a hate crime.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because it would have been a hate crime.
It would have been a hate crime once you knew he was gay and you beat him up.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not a normal thing. It's not a normal thing in the gay world. That's a very abnormal thing. For any gay to be a badass, like a gay might stand up to like a bitch.
No, the guy wasn't being here's the thing, though. I didn't take that as the guy was being a badass.
He was just kind of being a weaselly.
All of a sudden was like, after Tim said, "Fuck you," fuck you.
He shriveled.
The guy was like, oh, okay. Like, he wanted to get his ass kicked. In order,
I found out earlier
that was his style.
The guy was like asking about me and the other bartenders, trying to find out if we were gay to some other people.
Oh, okay.
So he was actually gay, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So maybe
Very interesting.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe he was in like that. That gets him off. Like maybe some guys like to get the shit beat out of them.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a thing.
It's probably a
Yeah,
thing.
I guess so. I mean, I'd like to find somebody that aggressive at the bar.
Well, they probably got, at summer camp, got picked on and beat the shit out of, and then
they kind of liked it.
Yeah, and then someone took advantage of them or some weird shit like that, and then they're
Took advantage with their finger.
This is not a good scenario.
But I mean, I'm sure stranger things have happened.
Brood and the fruit. The fruit. The brood and the fruit. The brood.
The fruit and the fruit.
I got just regular hit on at the bar the other day.
Oh, really?
I was very uncomfortable with it.
Was it a woman or a man?
No, it was a dude he started hitting on me like sort of like it wasn't so aggressive at first, and then it was a little more aggressive, and then I was very uncomfortable because not only is he not my type, but I was more offended.
Mm-hmm.
Like what makes you think that
Right,
you
like,
should
what
be
gives
allowed
you-
to have the courage to?
What gives you the right?
Wait, I'm
How
4
dare you.
points ahead of you.
What gives you the
Okay,
right?
On a
there's
scale
a
of 1 to 10.
4-point gap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm usually on the opposite side of that. Like
Yeah, and sometimes they're like, "Oh wow, you're ballsy," and they like it. But
other times,
Clearly
they're just
burgers,
sometimes
you know.
they get
are
offended.
you used to being the one who pursues?
I normally, that was what was so weird about it is I don't get hit on by guys in the wild. It's all
Right.
online.
Okay.
So it's all on dating apps. I never just go to a bar and have an interaction like that.
Where was this?
This is down the road.
Oh, yeah, like kind of a redneck town.
Yeah, it's redneck.
Yeah, and so some guys like, wow,
Yeah.
that is really random.
Yeah, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't be offended. Maybe I've changed. Maybe I'm in that realm now. Maybe I'm a 4.
Oh, don't say that. I don't
mean-
think it's true. I mean, I'm not gay, but
Well, thank you.
you're welcome.
But I certainly felt like a 4 that night.
You know, it is
Yeah.
it is spring, and people have the hots on right now.
Oh yeah, they're among the living, as our boy Jimmy James would say.
That's right.
They're among the living.
Yeah, like
I'm on the living again.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
People are riled up, ready
Yeah.
to fuck.
Yeah, like so was it? What I'm forgetting the lyrics now. It's we animals roam out of our holes. Then we spend our spring looking for the next one to go down. So yeah, you spend your winter shacked up with someone, and you get that back out in the regular. You break up with them, and you come back out. You do the same.
Right.
Yeah,
Cyclical.
I was seeing a Jewish girl. That was interesting.
Wait,
Oh,
you
yeah?
what?
I was seeing a Jewish girl.
When?
Like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
that didn't go so well.
No, why not? Did you like bring over like bacon or something? And it was like,
Yeah, I just kept like doing hate crimes. No, I
He kept committing Jew crimes in this poor girl's presence.
yeah.
He was like using his cell phone on Sundays and
oh shit.
Well, she was saying that, she was Jewish and Christian, so they got to like, or I don't know.
Oh, she was
like,
half.
She was like culturally Jewish, but they like
it's
celebrated.
like Larry David is sort of culturally.
Yeah, what's
like,
that called?
fake Jewish.
No, there's there's a term for that where
is
it's
it
like
an
you don't where you don't
agnostic
yeah, it's where you don't practice.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
she said they practiced both Jewish and Christian holidays. They got to do both.
That's just called cheating.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Yeah,
So
that's
then-
called I'm in a monogamous relationship, but I also bang other people on
So
the
then
side.
what happened? What
So
went wrong?
here's the thing. Tell me if this, like, she wanted to She was dating around, is what she said.
Of course.
She also said
Whoring.
she didn't hook up.
Of course. But she hooked up.
But on the first date, I
She
didn't
hooked
even
up.
try,
Right.
and we hooked up.
Of course.
And then I'm like talking to her, like, okay, what are we doing here? And she's like, well, I'm dating around. I'm like, okay. She's like, I'm still going on dates with other people.
Okay. So
I'm
she's
like, okay, well,
banging
sure.
around still.
But then she's like, but I don't sleep around. And I'm like, so
Okay,
sure.
So she's okay. Wait.
But she's telling me I'm the only one she's banging. But she's
Okay.
still dating other guys,
Right.
Right. She's just not banging him. She's just dating him.
which seems weird because it wasn't hard. Like, how could you be going on dates with these guys and not giving it up like you're doing?
Right. Like you did already.
Yeah.
That's a weird one there.
So then I'm like, so are we like friends with benefits? Like, what is this?
right.
Because it doesn't see if you're not in it to me enough to stop seeing other people, then it's not like you're taking this seriously.
Right. Especially if you're not even getting laid. Like that would at least make more sense.
What's
Yeah, I was
hold
so
on. What's
confused.
her? No, he was getting laid.
Right. Right.
But the
He's
other
getting
guys
laid,
aren't.
but
The
she's
other guys
dating
aren't.
other people, but not getting laid. So it's like, what's the point in even spending time with those other people if they're not laying pipe?
I think
Yeah.
she was looking for a long-term thing that would be. She seemed like the kind of person that was more as interested in the relationship for the benefits of it as much as for the other person.
Right.
So maybe
Or-
she was looking to bag a rich one. I don't
Yeah, that's what I
know.
was gonna say. Was it lucrative benefits? Is that what
I
she's
think
looking
that
for?
may have been what she was looking for.
Yeah,
She made like twice as much as I do. Like she was a wealthy,
right. She's an accountant, or does she do nails? What does she do?
something like that. It's not important.
So did you? Here's a question: what were your feelings for her? Like
I was always uncomfortable
you're uncomfortable.
around her. Like I
This is
did.
the same
She
one?
just not someone I really liked that much.
Was this the same one that we were talking about before?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was just not into it. And but
So then you got your way out.
all my buddies would tell me like, dude, just keep fucking her while you can. Like,
Pussy's
Don't-
pussy, man. You
don't
gotta take
think
it any way
about
you
it.
can get it.
yeah.
Nah,
That's bad advice.
That's
Yeah,
bad
really.
advice.
Just continue.
Yeah, I wouldn't listen to that.
Well,
advice.
that's basically what happened. I mean, I got a sore on my face and I stopped seeing her. So
Oh, that's right. I was wondering where that sore came from.
Yeah.
It came out of
fuck.
nowhere.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a
Yeah.
juice sore.
it was.
Holy shit. So she, oh my God.
And then
what-
when I told her, because I didn't know if she gave it to me, I'm like, maybe I got this from someone else. I should
Yeah.
tell her. She's like, well, I'm not going to take responsibility from that. I think I told you I had it.
Whoa.
And then she's like, you're making me feel awkward.
Whoa.
I'm like, you're upset with me because you gave me fucking herpes? You know?
Oh, what a demon.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Then we mutually just stopped talking to each other, and
So she actually gave you.
yeah.
And then basically said, "This is what you asked for."
Did you get it on your shit?
No,
Okay.
No, just like a regular, just a cold sore.
just a cold sore.
Yeah. I've gotten maybe 700.
Yeah.
But that
the
shit
last
doesn't
10
go
years.
away. How does that work then? Does that go away? Or
No,
what?
never. You'll have it for the rest of your life.
So like, but
break
does
out
it-
every once in a while.
it
but
doesn't go. It's not a genital herpes. It's just like a Hep A or something.
HSV1, they call
Like
it.
you might never get another outbreak again. It's
Hopefully
a
not,
It's a
yeah.
weird thing. That's like
So do you not have to disclose this to people when you meet?
I
no,
don't
it's
wanna
because it's
have
only
to.
spreads when you have an outbreak. So it's like if you have a cold sore, you're not going around fucking people. But if you don't have,
But then how did he get one from her?
she might have had one and that you just didn't notice because you had beer goggles, and when you're wearing
did
beer
have beer
goggles, you
goggles.
can't see Hep A.
I had to have beer goggles because honestly, I wasn't. But
Wait, I think maybe if somebody has genital herpes and then you put your face into their genitals,
Did you
of course,
chow?
I put my face on there. I didn't see any, but there was a bit of hair.
a bit of hair all around, or was it just on top?
It wasn't long, but it wasn't super.
Right, it was
trim.
like a stubble, like a 5 o'clock shadow, probably.
No, it was
Or was
than
it
that.
More than a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah,
or it was just a dense.
not
it was
quite
dense
to
but
your
short.
beard.
Not quite my beard.
It's like
Burger's beard,
It's not as dense as his beard, but
but definitely that.
yeah.
it probably has the same coarseness. Do you want to feel it?
No, I'm good. I don't really.
Kind of
wanna-
like your 5 o'clock shadow. I'm imagining.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
It could have hidden something.
Definitely could have hidden something. Definitely could have hidden something.
That's why that's why you don't shave when you have Hep A.
In college,
Okay.
So in college,
now I know.
College, I dated this girl, and we were gonna fool around, and she was apprehensive because she hadn't shaved. And I was like, "Oh, it's no big deal," because
I'm in college. I don't give a shit.
Well, because it was just like stubble. It
Pussy.
was just like stubble, and she was my girlfriend. I didn't care.
Yeah, no.
It was just like but she took that as in like that I was into that. So like she didn't shave it again the rest of the time we were dating.
Oh God,
we only dated for probably another like month and a half or something.
Or she
like,
took it as.
I remember at one point reaching down one night like after a party or something and just making a comment, and she got like, "Oh, I thought that's what you wanted me to do. I thought you liked that." I was like, "Where'd you get me saying I like that?" Like I said, "No, I don't care because I was wanting to get laid."
Yeah,
I don't care right now.
And it's like
I love that.
And it's
Please continue that.
honestly, I didn't have any problem. Like it wasn't even out of control, really. It was just one of those where I was like, "Wow, okay, like interesting."
That's just an
interesting
sitcom.
choice.
That's such a like sitcom scenario where it's like
totally.
It's like she's embarrassed, and then you're like, "Fuck, it's no big deal," and she goes, "Oh." Well, if it's not such a big deal, then I don't have to go through the
no. But that wasn't even what she
bullshit.
was thinking. She was thinking that I was like into it, and I was like, no, I never said that.
I don't like when it's I like a little bit of a patch, but I think I want it only above the vagina.
Yes,
when it's
definitely.
like around it, and I can't fucking find it, or there's like hair like
kind of like
getting in there when I'm trying to get in there. It's like, come on,
Yeah, there's certain like nobody really wants to plant their face into a bush.
No. It
Right?
feels
Nobody.
weird.
I mean, there's outliers. There's people who have these weird picadillos.
I mean, I have a beard, and there's some women that want to kiss me, I guess. So.
Well, because people like that's something I've grown to like, and as I get older, is I like guys with scruffy. I like feeling scruff. I don't know, for some reason. It's just something I like.
I had a scare one time. Oh, dude.
With some
This
scruff?
bitch you were making out with had a scruff?
No. I had a scare one time about I had an STD scare. I was like, oh fuck, I was terrified. Can't remember how it happened, but all of a sudden like my dick hurt, like the bottom of my dick like stung, like there was, and I'm like, fuck, what the fuck?
You just hump raw.
No, and that's what it was. It was like the skin was like raw there and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like taking pictures and like going online and trying to figure it out because I was just hoping it was something, and it wouldn't go away.
Yeah,
like it would, and it just hurt like fuck. So I actually went to like fucking a Planned Parenthood and went and got like a test and everything because I thought I have something. And so she was like, okay, well, no news is good news. So if you don't hear back from us, that's nothing.
Right.
So like, I never heard back from them. But it still was like, what the fuck was it?
The wrong number.
What the fuck was it? Turns out it was like a yeast infection. It was thrush.
Oh.
It was a yeast infection.
Oh.
I got it from around the timing. It was like I hooked up in a hot tub at some point around that time. So I think maybe that might have been what happened, But like, because I ended up going and just getting like fucking, because it says like get like because yeast considered a yeast infection,
right?
So you get like monostat, but also you just get fucking athlete's foot.
I didn't realize
tenactin.
I didn't realize men got that. Could get a yeast infection.
It's called thrush.
Yeah,
I've heard of thrush.
I've heard of. Yeah, I guess uncircumcised men get some sort of they can get some development.
Yeah.
But anyways,
schmegma.
I got like some fucking like tenactin, like fucking athlete's foot, because because thrush is it's a yeast infection is a fungal infection, so it's the same thing as like athlete's foot. So if you ever get thrush, you can use the shit that works for athlete's foot.
Go ahead, look up pictures, Burger. I know you want to.
I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't want that on my phone.
Have you guys, you know the mud water shit?
Mud water, no.
So basically, it's a coffee alternative made of mushroom that you just like mix with water, and it comes with like an electric mixer.
Okay.
And it's kind of a gross like powder thing for fitness nuts.
Oof.
But I always see their ads.
What is it supposed to do?
And well, it's supposed to give you energy without caffeine and some other, shit. But I found out it's made with cordyceps. They're a type of mushroom that tends to be parasitic.
Oh.
It's the kind of mushroom that like grows inside of insects and kills them.
Ooh, gross.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll see like an insect like frozen and it's just like mushrooms growing out of it. That's cordyceps. So that's what you're drinking. They grow it out of oats, I guess, but
so
weird.
Is it Hopefully it doesn't affect humans that way.
Hopefully with millions of people drinking this shit, it doesn't
Yeah, I'd hate to just wake up in the morning and next to somebody who's just got mushrooms growing out of their stomachs and their eyeballs. Just fungi growing out of their ears because they drank some fucking cortisone
They
bullshit.
start acting really weird and then it's like
they start acting like mushrooms.
How does a mushroom act?
I don't know, like retards.
They just start going sideways like this, like on Mario. They just go back and forth. Their eyes are all bugging.
They just
out of
start
their head.
scooting, and they always scoot in the opposite direction of where you're aiming, so you can't catch them.
Man, Burger, you know what you gotta look out for?
Gonococcal urethritis. Trust me, I've dealt with that.
Right, monkeypox.
Oh, the monkeypox. Yeah,
You get a rash on your taint or your testicles.
Really?
Kind of like syphilis or whatever or hepatitis, whatever the other one is. And it's being spread heavily amongst the gay population right now.
Yeah, monkeypox. Supposedly, monkeypox is like the new AIDS.
Yeah.
So then they were saying like, well,
coincidence is called monkeypox.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
Because AIDS was supposedly from banging a
right,
gorilla.
exactly. This is just like the Russia thing. It's like we're just rehashing 80s.
Is it now? Do you
like scares?
Is the rash? Can you feel the rash?
We're in the new Cold War and we have monkeypox.
Is there supposed to be a feeling
AIDS
of the
too.
rash, or is it just like a rash you don't notice and then
Well, let me look it up.
like discolored?
Yeah, so it's being spread. Supposedly, it started in like a Spanish bathhouse.
Initial symptoms of monkeypox include fever, body aches, and fatigue, like everything.
Right.
The disease is similar to the smallpox virus, but much less deadly. The disease can result in a rash that leads to red bumps on the skin.
Oh, but not in the taint. Not specifically in the taint.
No, they were saying that on the news that you can.
They said taint on the news.
What is the news?
The news.
What news?
The news.
Thenews.com.
.com. On the radio.
There's just some guy with a
Thenews.com.com. .radio.
Be sure to look out for your taint.
This is a public service announcement brought to you by the United States government.
CDC
Check your taint.
warns to look for rashes in genital area.
Okay.
The Centers for
taint is
Disease
a
Control
genital
is urging
area,
Americans to watch for rashes, particularly in the genital or perennial area.
Perennial. What is perennial?
That's like the donger.
Or perianal. Sorry.
Right, isn't that where the fucking that's where you have finger transgender people.
Right, that's where as a transgender if you're a dude who's transgender you can finger bang.
Perineum or something like that.
Yeah.
They're saying it's been confused with sexually transmitted diseases.
Oh.
I wonder why. It looks very similar.
Anyone with a rash or lesion around or involving their genitals, their anus, or any other place that they may not have seen it before should be fully evaluated.
What if you just have a lesion? Some people have lesions. It's called Legion of Doom.
Some people's taints are a mess, you know.
Right. Some people have more sensitive taints to where they don't have, like, they go jogging and their skin's sensitive on their taint and it starts splitting.
Ingrown hair on their taint, and then they think that it's monkeypox and they panic.
Go get someone to look at it.
And then they have to go embarrass themselves and spread their ass cheeks.
And then spend $6,000 on a hospital.
Right, exactly. Go in the hospital to look for fucking
First they destroy the healthcare system, then they give us monkeypox.
They go, oh, it's an ingrown hair. You have an ingrown hair right there.
Sir, you just have gas.
Oh.
Gas?
That happens.
Sir, you have ingrown hair, and I believe you should probably wipe a little better, please.
Sir,
when was the last time-
that's just my...
we wiped off what you were calling
That's my
a
medical opinion.
Yeah. So what it looks like is maybe you go to the bathroom and then you wipe, but you don't do very good, and then you don't shower for several days, and it allows that material.
I could see the white pattern,
fester.
like a tire tread. We can see where you wipe and where you miss. There's a whole caked on spot there.
What
It
if
looks like
they,
you don't
what
try
if
very
they
hard.
like took a picture and like put it up on a fucking projector?
Right, they showed you.
And they're like
pointing with
reaching out with a laser pen, like,
showing
sir,
you,
this
like,
is where you
circling.
wipe.
Right here's where the
This is where you
wiping
missed.
is missed. Right there on this spot, you
region?
can see.
Observe.
Observe here. I'm going to zoom in here. Karen, can you take it in four times, please? Yep. There we go. That zoomed in spot there. You see that lesion there? That's from you being a dirty pig.
Yeah, that's what they would do.
Oh man.
Someone was telling me, and I don't know if this is even true, but that monkeypox is not spread through the air. It's like by rubbing skin together.
It is. It's like AIDS. It's like you have to have close contact with people.
Need the scissor.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta scissor each
You're
other's
gonna
taints.
get
So
in
now
your
lesbians can get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's the thing. They're doing this. They're trying to issue these warnings about like, hey, if you're in this area, like especially in Spain or wherever the fuck it's breaking out, they're like, maybe you want to avoid going to bathhouses and having gay orgies, like for now. And then
maybe
they start issuing these statements. They're like, these are homophobic, there's anti-gay statements of government.
Oh.
And maybe I don't want to live anymore.
Yeah, maybe I want to die. Maybe I hate myself. Maybe that's why I have orgies at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday.
Well, maybe that's the only time they could all get together.
That's right.
Look, we're busy people, but we need to orgy.
Because most fags, a lot of fags work for the government.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And like Tuesdays and Thursdays, a lot of times they're like a lot of offices will just be closed. So then they have to have something to do because they're bored.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
so then they go to bathhouses, or they have orgies, or they do whatever.
I buy it.
Or they do both. They have a orgy at the bathhouse.
Yeah. I've been with a lot of these guys that work for the government, like for DSHS or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you seem like a Paul Bonacci type, like someone who gets passed around by the government, That's
No, I wasn't. No.
He's servicing his local politicians.
Like George H.W. Bush. He was
Yeah.
a big fan of little Paul Bonacci.
Yeah. Ugh, gross.
Really? What is this?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, this is a whole vein that we could explore on a different episode.
Yeah, we should get the book and shit and like do the research. And
Read.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Watch the documentary.
I'm too busy hanging out in bars, getting in fights, getting pussy.
We should actually do that. We should watch the Boys Town, the Franklin scandal, and do like a real review on it.
Yeah.
Like a deep dive.
Yeah, definitely. I
Especially with all the like things we know now about
Right.
weird shit that's going on with the government.
And then we'll get big like Tim Dillon after he did all that.
Bigger. Think galactic.
What have you guys been up to as far as business?
Man,
Team Huddle.
not much.
Burger?
No, nothing.
Yeah, we
you
took
haven't done anything.
it was a holiday weekend, so we took since the last recording, we pretty much decided to make it a long weekend, really long weekend.
And we at least I did. I don't know about you. I observed Memorial Day.
I'm
yesterday.
still observing more.
I'm still observing. I watched.
You're
I binge
memorializing.
watched the new season of Stranger
On
Things.
Tuesday.
Oh, you binge watched Stranger Things?
Yeah,
The whole thing?
the whole all 7 episodes.
What? So
here's what they did. They did 7 episodes now.
Oh, and then
the next 2, which the next 2 on July 1st is when they're coming out, are an hour and a half is the first one, and the second one is 2.5 hours.
Holy
so they do like
shit.
these crazy, weird, like crazy long episodes.
Full-length movies.
Yeah,
They're basically like full-length movies.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can't get into these shows that are so long.
Yeah.
Stranger Things is fantastic. So the first season... Go ahead.
It's like...
I found Stranger Things.
How can they fill...
Did I tell you... was I the one who told you about
No.
Stranger Things? I found Stranger Things from a podcast. Like, I honestly when it became a phenomenon, like 2 months after I found it.
Right. It was like the sleeper.
My
It was a
mom
sleeper cell.
Thinking that it was like an old fucking show, like 10 years old. I think was like 2017.
It
Yeah,
was
something like that.
Yeah, and I just remember. I remember someone mentioning it. It was like it was a TV show podcast. So they were like, if you're looking for a cool show to binge on Netflix, this just came out. So I was like, oh, and I checked it out, and I fucking watched all of it. I'm like, man, that was great. And then I told some people about it, and then like a month or two later, it was fucking everything anyone was talking about, and so I was like,
blew up.
wait, I already saw it. Like I already saw it, you know. So when the second season came out, I didn't even bother to watch it. I didn't bother to watch the third season. I watched like the last probably 20 minutes of the third season finale at Burger's old place. And yeah, I didn't, not necessarily much interest in watching the fourth season. So, but I know that's Burger's thing, and a lot of people like it. A lot of people think it's really good. I've heard nothing but like positive things about this new season.
My middle-aged mother loves it, and of course Burger having a lot in common with that demographic.
Yep. Yeah.
With housewives who love red wine.
Yes.
No, so the first season, one of the supervisors at the job that I worked at recommended it. He's like, yeah, have you heard of this fucking show? It's pretty cool. Like, it takes place in the 80s, but it's like, it doesn't like throw it in your face that it's the 80s. So it was like, the great thing about it was just a show.
I'd give it a solid like an 8.5 or 9. Probably.
The first season?
Yeah, but that's like only, you know, zeros and fives. So like no quarters or no like pitchfork rating where it's like 9.4 or something like.
Sure.
Yeah. 8.5 to 9 I would give the first season, only because I found Winona Ryder to be pretty annoying. Like pretty annoying. It got grating. Oh my son. Oh, you need to find my boy.
I never thought her perform like a lot of people's thing was like Winona Ryder. This is like her fucking thing.
Right.
I was like, I thought she was kind of over.
She was obnoxious.
She was kind of obnoxious. But still, I give Millie Bobby Brown.
You need to find my son.
The little girl who plays 11 in season 1, I'd say she's the best silent actress of the last 100 years. Because she hardly says anything. It's all facial expressions. It's all mannerism.
Yeah,
she's over there. She's so like hauntingly good. It's like it gets really sick because you think about it. She's a baby. She's like 12 or 13. So then it's like a lot of stuff is just.
But see, did people
a lot of
say,
her performance is very heartbreaking.
Did people say it was like a movie? Like, did people compare like, oh, it's like this movie or
the
that
Goonies?
Movie? The Goonies.
Yeah,
it's like the Goonies. It's like E.T. It's like Ghostbusters. It's
But so it's like there's all these famous old movies that they're comparing it to, and how long were those movies? Like the entire storyline, other than it, was like less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
And now they're taking this storyline and they're dragging it out over dozens and dozens of hours. And I just can't. I don't have the patience. That's my complaint.
So the first season, here's how I broke this down so far. I've thought about this recently. The first season of Stranger Things to me is 5 cheeseburgers.
Okay.
Best goal you can get. To me, it's one of my favorite seasons of television of all time. Maybe even my favorite season of TV of all time. Season 2, I absolutely loved. I would say 4 cheeseburgers because nothing could live up to the first season. The third season, it was like they went over the top with the 80s tropes. Yeah. Instead of being a show that took place in the 80s, it was like, hey, look at us. We're the 80s. It's New Coke. It's Jazzercise.
Yeah,
or whatever.
It's like... That like tee
wink wink. Yeah, remember that? Tab.
Remember, get it? Hee.
Yeah, the bitches are drinking tab by the pool and
yeah.
And then, but there were certain things in it that was just like
pathetic when we get older, and it's like they're showing 2000s and that shit.
No,
are we gonna be like, oh yeah?
No, because
I think I was saying this on an episode previously, or just in real life. The internet has taken away the nostalgia for any of us now for like our childhood, because now we can just go back and relive that shit
whenever
we want. So like we're never gonna have to be like because we can just live in that world if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in a sense if we all of a sudden start directing movies,
but it could get popular. Yeah.
Right. I guess it could.
But what was the burgers?
So season 1 was 5 cheeseburgers. Season 2 was 4 cheeseburgers. Season 3 was 3 cheeseburgers.
Even though it was goofy,
there was a lot of good shit about it. Like there was really good stuff about it. It was just like there was stuff that could have been executed better, and it wasn't. But at the same time, there was like really good new characters. There was good storytelling, but it's a far cry from the first season. And then season 4, like at the end of the 4th, I was talking to my coworker who is a Christian, and he's watched all the Stranger Things and he said him and his wife started watching season 4 of Stranger Things. They finished the first episode and they just couldn't watch it anymore because it was like so satanic and grotesque.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I figured. As soon as I mentioned it, he goes, yeah, we tried to watch it. I was like, yeah, it was too demonic, wasn't it? Because it was like at the end of the first episode, I was like, it was chilly. They went over because season 3 was sort of silly and cartoonish. Season 4 is
dark,
grotesque and dark. It's like way over the top. It's so good. At the end of season 4, episode 4, I was like, this is phenomenal.
Nice.
That's one of the best.
That's always good. Like when you're in the middle of a season and you're just like, this fucking shit has me the rest of the way.
Yep. It's like I'm in for the. I'm locked in. That's a great
feeling when you're watching a show, because then you feel justified for it. You know, you feel like you haven't wasted your fucking time. Like that's how I felt. Like I remember getting that feeling the first season of True Detective. It was like that.
Hey,
what up, man?
Hey, bud.
Hey, so you watched Stranger Things, right? A couple episodes of the new season, right?
I saw all the episodes of season 4.
Okay, so what did you think? Because Burger was just talking about it. Our roommate Jacob just came in. What'd you think? It was good, right? You liked it?
Yeah, it was great. I thought it was their best season so far.
Boom, there you go.
See? There you go.
Burger, okay, cool.
I mean, season 1 to me is all-time best, but like season 4 is on par with season 1 as far as like just great storytelling, great acting, great characters being introduced. It's fucking fantastic.
Man, makes me feel like I need to get caught up.
Season 3, that was kind of weak.
Thank you. Season 3 was weak. Jacob says.
We have agreement here.
Look at that.
Justified.
Justified. Burger's opinion. Justified. I like that. A second.
Yeah.
How was your ride, man?
It was good.
Nice. Right on. Where'd you go to?
I just went up to Centennial.
Oh, hell yeah. Cool.
You shaved.
Yeah.
Finally, I was worried about you. You were letting yourself go. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, I know. I have too. Look at me. I need to harness this shit in.
If you need any of us to move or to like pass you your bong when you get ready, just let us know. Like we can pull a chair up. Cool. We can pull, or I can just move over or something.
Do you watch fake shit?
No, he doesn't like wrestling.
Can we force him to?
No, we shouldn't make him watch wrestling.
Don't subject him to this filth.
Watch wrestling.
You could get his commentary.
I don't want to poison his brain too.
It's bad enough we've destroyed one of our friends.
I know, right? Here, I'm gonna move over and I'll move your shit over here so you can. Cool.
He's gonna be doing a delivery for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, across the path. I shouldn't really bring it up.
Okay.
I know you guys don't like me bringing business into this anymore. You kept complaining so much about me taking over the show. So
I just feel like the less we're being sought after by debt collectors.
Yeah, well, no, I thought you meant like the ads, but
I'm not. Can I go piss? I'm not comfortable with this conversation.
So anyways, we'll go to a break real quick and we'll be back with the Brute and the Fruit.
Hey, Looking to get into the podcasting game? We have a high-quality opportunity for you. We here at The Brute and the Fruit are a worldwide auditory entertainment vehicle delivering content to consumers since 2020. Look, sometimes quality matters more than quantity, and our consumers are some of the most discerning in the business. Little known fact, ex-associate of Bill Gates, Melinda Gates, has a seamstress, and that seamstress has a house that is worked on by a general contractor, which is heard of our show. So, for the opportunity of a lifetime, email us at brute.n.fruit@gmail.com. We're eager and ready to receive.
So anyways, all right. Over the weekend, I had to deal with the worst customer service like I've really ever dealt with. It was fucking crazy. It was insane. First off, we were gonna order the AEW wrestling pay-per-view, and thank you. We were gonna order the AEW wrestling pay-per-view, but there was no app. Since we don't have cable or anything, we can't order on cable. So you can order on BR Live or BR Bleacher Report, .com. On the Roku stick that we used to use, that had the app. So we just would order on the TV. It would stream on the TV. Sometimes the stream would suck. Sometimes it would work, whatever. But this time, on the new TV that we have out here in the living room, there's no app. So I went on my phone, and I thought no big deal because you cast the TV, no problem. And the website says that like you can cast their pay-per-views. There should be no issue with that. So I ordered the pay-per-view. But then there's no but I got an email saying it's ordered with an invoice and a receipt. But then there's no fucking no proof of it on their website. So it just keeps asking if I on the screen purchase event when I'm on the event. Oh. So I'm like, well, did it go through? It says it went through, but why isn't it going through on the screen? Right. So I decided to call their customer service line, and it's kind of spotty, but it goes through, and it's some guy, and I had it on speakerphone. Berger was sitting right here next to me, and you couldn't understand a word he was saying.
Wow! And
not only could you not understand a word he was saying, there was. All you could hear were dogs barking in the background.
Yes.
What the fuck? Where is this?
So you're just hearing, arr, 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 and you hear dogs going crazy, and he's mumbling through and I'm like, what? What?
And at first, he wasn't on speaker. So Kirk wasn't on speaker at first. So he's just talking to the dude, and I could tell he's getting frustrated. And he goes, all I can hear are dogs barking.
then I put it on speakerphone, and he asked me finally something about my name. So I spelt my name for him. RUTHERFORD, and he's like, spell it again. And I spelled it 4 or 5 times for him, and then finally he got it, and then asked about my email, which again, it has my name in it. So I was spelling shit out to him. And I had to keep spelling it out to him, and then the dogs are barking still. So then finally, he says something like, "It shows you ordered it, or whatever. You should be able to watch." Okay, great, cool. So the pre-show is supposed to start around 4:30. So I'm on. I around that time I pulled the phone out to get it to cast to the screen, get everything ready, have it plugged in, all this shit, and I'm trying to get to the screen, and it's lagging, and it's not letting you go on, or it's kicking you out and all this shit. So I'm I was like, what? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And I'm starting to get a little worried because it's it's 4:30, it's 4:45,
yeah,
and it's. So then finally it would I would get it to play, and then I'd cast it to the TV. It would jump to the TV. It would start going. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then it would freeze, and then it would kick me out, and it'd be BR Live, ready to cast. And it's nothing. The main show starts at 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, I'm still trying to get it to cast the TV, and it's not. And so now I'm on speakerphone, on hold with their customer service.
The barking dogs.
Well, who knows where they were going to send me this time? Because I'm guessing they're outsourcing all this shit.
Yeah, some guy in his basement.
Right? So I'm on hold, your next customer service person's gonna get you in the order you've called. The show started at 5. I was on hold for an hour, and finally decided to hang up and try emailing now. And so then, pretty much the whole point to watch the show happened in, like, for us. And that point was the very first thing that happened. So we were like, it was just like, well, it's a fucking waste now. Like, you know, sure. Like, what's the point of, like, we're not going to pay $60 to watch something on our fucking phone screen.
Yeah.
So I started emailing them. I sent them 8 emails. No response. Not one. The response was an automated response. Like, this is your reference number. Here you go. We'll get back to you. Nothing. I tried to do their automated fucking chat with someone. Never a reply. I tried it 10, 15 times. I was over there, Burger King Testis. I was over there for well over an hour on the computer doing that shit.
Or more.
Or more. And it was just like, I was trying and trying. Nothing. So then I finally just decided, like, fuck it. And I gave up. I gave up for the night. I'm like, I'm just going to call them tomorrow. Obviously, everyone's getting fucked like I am because they're so slammed.
You're right. That's what I was thinking, is that it was just like, they can't even get to you because there's 50,000 other people trying to call and say, what the fuck is going on?
I'm like,
my fucking pay-per-view that I spent $60 on
and
for fake.
I'm thinking, I'm trying to, like, think of all the ways to get them to reply. So I'm sending them emails like, I'm never going to use your fucking service again. This is unacceptable.
I hate you. I'm going to fucking kill you, and I'm going to kill your family.
In my hand right now.
I never said that, but I did say I will not be ignored. I said I will not be ignored. Multiple times I said I will not be ignored. And then I remember a couple of them, quit ignoring me. And nothing at all.
Oh, man, you should have threatened that.
So then,
he's being a total Karen.
So then
my lawyers can contact.
Only he was justified.
Karens I just need someone to fucking answer. That's all. No one was answering.
The thing about Karens is they're not justified. They're overreacting. This was a totally reasonable response to malfeasance on the side of the bleacher.
Oh, definitely you can use their terms, because that's where those terms are properly
appropriate.
Like used. Like, anyways, I'm like, I'm whatever. You know, it's like, I'm over it. Not over it, but I'm done. And so the next morning, I wake up and I'm like,
you were so livid, you destroyed one of our...
Oh, I did. I was really pissed. I slammed one of our drawers and the fucking drawer fell off.
Just exploded. It exploded.
I was like, I did not mean... I was like, fuck, damn it. But, yeah. Nothing like a little wood glue can't fix. But anyways... the next morning, I get on the phone, I try to call, and then it's like, they're not taking calls today because it's Memorial Day. All right, fine. So now I go on the live chat again, I email, I try the live chat like 3 more times. Finally, I get someone to reply. Hi, this is Jenny. How may I help you? And I'm like, I ordered your show. Your service didn't work. I want a refund. And they're like, did you... watch the replay? You can watch the replay. We can cast it to your screen. I'm like, I don't want to watch the replay. I ordered it to watch it live. If I wanted to watch the replay, I would have fucking waited till it was over with or whatever. Like,
yeah, and then watch it and then download it on the fucking torrent.
It's like, I already know what happens. I don't want to watch the replay. I don't want you to be able to cast it to my screen. I just want you to refund me. So then she's just like, she's taking forever to respond. So I'm getting like preoccupied doing other stuff. And then I'd come back and there'd be a response, right? Well, there was, after a while, there was, after back and forth, a bunch of bullshit. Finally, she had responded with like, do you have a receipt? Or you have the receipt? And then disconnected the chat because I didn't respond in enough time for her. And it's like, you bitch, you would make me wait 10 minutes between you responding to me. Like, this is fuck you. So then I went back and I'm like, I was just talking with Jenny. She just disconnected our chat. Blah, blah, blah,
there's
blah.
Nobody named Jenny who works here.
Right. Jenny.
Sir, there's no Jenny here.
Anyways, then I'm like, all right, Juan or whatever his name was. I think it was Juan. And finally helped me out. But he did the same fucking thing where it was like, well, do you want to, watch the replay? And I'm like, I don't want to watch the replay.
They're trying not to
watch
lose
it fucking live.
They're probably hemorrhaging money.
And so then finally he was like, I sent him the receipt number and the invoice number and all that shit. And then he was like, I need the actual receipt. So then I fucking downloaded the receipt and then uploaded it back up to them.
Christ.
And then he was just not. Then he just didn't really say anything. Then finally, then he did say, okay, well, we'll be issuing you a refund. Is there anything else I can help you with? And I'm like, well, yeah. When will I know the refund's in there? And he's like, well, we'll let you know. I'm like, well, are you letting me know, or am I getting an email? Oh, you're gonna get an email. Oh, okay. And then I'm waiting, and I'm like, well, I didn't get an email yet. And he's like, well, yeah, it's going to be 3 to 5 business days.
Oh.
And so I was just like, oh, okay.
That's like calling me a bitch.
Yeah, I know. It was like, you can take it out of my account perfectly fine right away, like immediately, but I got to wait 5 days to give it back to me. Okay, I see how it is. Right. I was like, fuck off. And I told him multiple times in the emails, I refuse to use your service again. So I think there's another way to order it. We're
gonna have to figure out the other way because Bleacher Report has been very unkind to us.
I heard Sling TV or something you can order it through, but Bleacher Report has just been a fucking joke.
Yeah, it's been the drizzling shits every time we try to use it.
Every fucking time. And like usually it sucks because it's like a connection issue, not like a casting issue. It's like just the connection. And then usually it comes like during the first match, it comes through. It actually worked really well the time we did the live cast the whole time, which was surprising because we had so much shit going that it actually didn't cut out at all over that night.
I just got new internet, which we could stream with.
Oh, nice.
It's got really good upload speeds.
Nice.
It's T-Mobile.
Oh, hey.
It just uses fucking phone service for the whole house.
Just, stream hard over there.
T-Mobile. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The pink team.
T stands for testosterone.
Yeah.
That's how fucking hardcore it is.
Yeah, because it's boosted.
That's right. That's why they don't care about pink, because it's so manly.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I never realized this.
Yeah. So anyways, that's it for us on the Brute and the Fruit. We're actually going to be doing I decided to dub it Companion Audio, or no, sorry. Yeah,
audio?
Companion Audio Commentary.
There you go.
We're going to start producing Companion Audio Commentaries.
Cock.
Well,
that's true. Okay.
So we're going to be providing some Companion Audio Commentaries. You saw last week we did one for a wrestling match. We're going to do individual wrestling matches, but also we're going to start kind of getting a catalog going of just like random shit that Burger and I are watching on TV, like when it comes to like a movie or a TV show, like episodes or whatever, and then just kind of having like at random times peppering it out there. Or maybe if we actually had people listening at some point, do a Patreon where that's like Patreon content for them to download, maybe. But like, there's really no reason for us not to. With we realized
our cock is free though right now.
Right now, the cock is free.
Yeah.
But we realized while we were watching Speed over the weekend that like there's a lot of really interesting, funny little tidbits that could come out of just having a microphone on us while
but
we're
also
watching
intelligent tidbits.
Yeah, sure, totally.
Insight.
I'm just thinking more of like fun joke shit.
I felt like when we were watching Speed,
we were doing like because we started doing like the Dennis Hopper impersonation, and it was like the bag, and of course it turned into something like, well, do it, Burger. It's like, come on, do it.
Jack, she's gonna take a piss and shit in this bag, and if she doesn't, everybody blows up.
What?
Because he had Sandra Bullock and she's like his hostage, and he's got this bag and he like throws it on the ground, and so of course that's where we went. It was he's like,
there's a bag on the ground, Jack. She's gonna shit in the bag, and if she doesn't, you're all dead.
What? Why not just use a jar? I don't understand. Don't question my methods, Jack.
I've worked my whole life for this, Jack. You're screwing this up. She's gonna shit in this bag. I don't want it to be in a jar. Any asshole can shit in a jar.
So anyways, we realized that by not having the microphones plugged in and going that we were missing some real gold that someone
disservice.
could do. So yeah, we're gonna provide these companion audio commentaries for you to watch along with your shit with some headphones on mute, or maybe not even on mute. You just have it along with the fucking audio. I don't give a shit, and it's out there now. So.
Any asshole can shit in that jar.
That was great. That's the kind of improv that comes with the show. So this week we're gonna do another wrestling one because the only person that ever has requested to watch along has been for wrestling. So I guess we just kind of steer.
I mean, that's kind of our thing. We just do.
But we're gonna do Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. So we had a spectacle last week. We're gonna do another one this week, but I think in a better.
Stone Cold?
Yeah, Stone Cold.
A totally
Steve
different
Austin.
kind of spectacle.
Yeah, definitely.
The other one was this. Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan was this weird, like, two lunatics.
Yeah, definitely.
Trying to, like, they were breaking kayfabe by accident. Or not by accident, but, like, in very weird ways.
In selfish ways.
Selfish ways. At least Shawn Michaels was. This way is just Attitude Era peak. Sort of over the top,
just zaniness, outrageous. We'll also touch on the AEW, our thoughts on the AEW show during the wrestling one. So we'll get to that. Anyways, thanks for listening. That was the Brew and the Fruit.
God bless.